Good morning, students. I am Ashutosh Mishra, your accountancy teacher. First of all, I would like to welcome you in the class 11th. So, students, first of all, we should know what is accounting. This is most important to know what is commerce and why we should take commerce as a subject, because this is very important to know. First of all, we should learn what is the importance of accounting in the business. You have seen different type of businesses nearby your house, but what is the need of accounting? Today we will know in this chapter. What is the importance, what is the need of accountancy and what is accountancy? How it is important for a businessman? Okay, let's start. First of all, we should know, suppose a man whose name is A and he starts a business. At that time, there will be lot of transactions in his business, and at that time, he will feel very much problem to keep the record of all types of transactions. And at the end of the year, when he wants to know he earns profit or he earned anything, he earned profit or he suffered with loss, how will we know? To know the profit and loss at the end of the year, we should keep the record in our books. And how we can keep the record in a book? When we write all the things in a systematic way, at that time the need of accounting is required. We can understand all these things with the help of a process. Suppose accounting, as I have told you, accounting is a process. Okay? Now we will understand what is the process. First of all, for a businessman, it is very important when he is going to keep the record in a systematic way, we can say that is accounting. He should identify business transactions. This is the first point of the process of accounting. First of all, he should recognize, he should identify the transaction is of business or not. How we will identify? Let's see. If person A does the business and he pays rent of his shop. Means if a businessman whose name is A and he paid the rent of his shop, and other transaction is, this is called transaction, and other transaction is he pays rent of his house. Okay, both are the transactions, but we should identify what is business transaction. You should think here. If he is paying the rent of his shop, in that shop the business is going on, it means this will be business transaction. And have a look on other transaction. He pays rent of his house. In this house he is living. He is not doing business. Okay, so rent of his house is not a business transaction. Is that clear? This is the identification of business transaction. Now we will see the second point. Measuring in the term of money. It is very important, after identifying the business transaction, that transaction must be in the monetary form. It means if money is going, or he is earning, he is getting the money in his business, it will be called monetary transaction. It is very important. After measuring that the transaction is of monetary nature, recording. This is the third point of this process of accounting. Recording. Suppose in a business he purchases some item and he sells some item, again he purchases, again he sells, again he purchases, again he sells. Not only sale and purchase, there are different type of transaction will occur in the business when you do the business. Suppose if you have sold out some goods in credit at that time, after some time that person whom you have sold the goods, he has paid a part of the money, the part of his credit, and he says that he will give the next part in Monday, on Tuesday, in this way. Or he paid the wages, or he paid the electricity bill, or he paid the wages. Different type of transactions happen in the business, and these transactions will happen on daily basis. So you can write in a systematic way. And how you can write? This will be learned. This will be learned in the after some time. And recording all the transactions of the business in a systematic way. When we record all these transactions in a book, and this book will be called in accounting journal. It will be called journal. After recording, we will classifying the transactions. This is the fourth point, classifying the transactions. So I was saying that after making the journal or after recording all the transactions, at that time we will classify. All the transactions will be classified. How we can classify it? Suppose here you are seeing purchase, sale. Different types of transactions are written here. At that time, we will write all the transactions of same type at one place. Purchase. All types of purchase, if we write in at one place, and sales, you are seeing sales, all types of sales will be written at one place. Okay, this will be called classifying the transactions. We have classified, we have put all the transactions of same type at one place, and other type of transactions will be written at other place. This is called classifying the transactions. Okay, and when we classify the transaction, at that time we prepare a book which is called ledger. It will be called ledger. At the time of recording, when we prepare a book, it is called journal, and after classifying, at the time of classifying, we prepare the book which is called ledger. Student, after doing the classification of transactions, we will summarize. All types of transactions will be summarized. At that time, we prepare trial balance. The name of this book will be called trial balance. What we will do at the time of preparing trial balance, these are the classification. Suppose the aggregate of all the purchases is rupees 60,000, and in the same way the total of sales will be 80,000. This will be called summarizing of purchase, summarizing of sales. All types of transactions will be summarized at the time of preparing trial balance. Is that clear? After that, we will prepare profit and loss account. In this account, we will know we have gained profit or we have suffered loss. Okay? And the third one will be prepared balance sheet. Okay? In this way, these three accounts will be prepared at the time of summarizing the transactions. After doing this, 6th point will be analyzing. What is analyzing? Analyzing and interpreting interpreting. This is most important. What I have taught you till here, all these type of work are called clerical accounting work. Any accounting work is divided into two parts. One part is basic part and other part is specialized part. That's why I am saying all these type of work can be done by the clerical accountant. Okay? And this analyzing and interpreting work is specialized work, and this can be done by the specialized person. We can take the name of chartered accountant. Chartered accountant can do this type of work. And what work is to be done in this point? At that time, the chartered accountant will see what is the profit and loss and what is the condition, actual condition of the business. If there are some drawbacks, how we can remove, how can we rectify all those errors, and we can go forward for earning more and more business and longer stability for the business. Okay, this work can be done also in accountancy by the proficient and efficient or specialized person, which is called CA, chartered accountant. Okay, after doing this, communicating what does it mean? What the result we have got after doing all the accounting? We communicate to the users. We communicate our profit and loss to the and balance sheet, profit and loss, all these accounts we show. This is called the communication. We show, and whom we show? We show to users. Now it is not important to tell you here users, but I am telling you there are two types of user. One who is working in the organization, okay, inside users, and others who are not a part of our business. Those will be called outside users. And these outside users are more important than inside users. Inside, when at the time of showing the profit and loss and balance sheet and the actual position through the accountancy, when we see at that time, our inside users will be benefited. They know our company is growing very well, all these things, and they take more interest because the reputation increases at that time. And outside users are very important. They become the customers of, they increase the customer in our organization, in our business. And not only this, in the stock market our position becomes strong and people are ready to purchase the share and debenture. That's why I was saying that all these things we will discuss when we go forward in this accounting. Okay. So students, I can say you have understood what is accounting and how we can do the accountancy, and now we can say this is the definition you will have to learn. Accounting is the art of. Accounting is an art. Art of recording, classifying and summarizing in a significant manner and in the terms of money, transactions and events which are in part at least of a financial character and interpreting the result thereof. This is the definition. This is very important definition you will have to learn, and this is the process of doing the accounting. This is very important. All of you will have to learn all these things clearly. Okay, till then, thank you.